The if statement carries out a block of code only if a certain condition is true. Conditional statements are a major part of programming. We've already tested for truth in our while loops from the previous session. If statements are carried out in the same way, except the mantra to remember this time is if, then, phi. And phi is just the word if spelled backwards to close off this conditional block of code. However, if our statement isn't true, we can carry out an alternative block of code instead by using the else statement. Notice how else doesn't require then. Aside from just the if statement, which we often use on its own, this else statement allows us to execute one of two events depending on whether the condition is true or false. We'll soon see that it can be even more than just two events, but we can leave that for now. Let's ask the user to choose a file, and then ask them whether they want to view the top or the bottom of that file. So, if input is equal to the word top, then head the file, because the user must have typed in top. Else, which just means otherwise, tail the file. Lovely. Remember, these tests for equality follow exactly the same syntax as in our while loops. And we can use numbers too, of course. We'll do that next. As I mentioned earlier, we can have more than two results. In fact, we can go off in as many directions as we want. We do this by asking else if, which in Bash is combined into just one short word, elif. So this time we'll ask the user for a number, and if that number is bigger than 1,000, we'll tell them it's a big number. If it's less than 10, we'll tell them it's a small number. Otherwise, we'll just tell them it's a medium number. A very, very useful program, I'm sure you'll agree.